Well, happy Thanksgiving week! Well, welcome back. So, I've got a little tour for you today, and I've got some garden gratitude for you and some new news. So, first of all, I'll start with my garden gratitude because I think gratitude is so important. Definitely in a crazy year like 2020, but if you're ever wondering what keeps me going and what keeps me fueled up, it's constant gratitude. Every night before I go to sleep, I basically kind of go through this same list as I chat with God about what I'm grateful for. So, I might get a little emotional. Okay, so the number one thing I'm grateful for is to be a wife and to be a mom. I'm so grateful to have been able to experience being loved on earth the way that I am by my children and my husband. So I'm definitely so grateful to be a wife and to be a mom and to enjoy all of their love. And the second thing that I'm grateful for is our health. I'm grateful that all of us are healthy and that we've got good health and that we're strong and that we make pretty good choices. The third thing I'm grateful for is my garden and the ability to kind of be able to grow some food. And definitely I'm grateful to have access to seeds. So that's really number two, even though these are kind of doubling up in their instances. So number two is I'm grateful for my garden and to have access to seeds. The third thing I would say, well, I guess that's number three. I'm already off track. So one was my family, two was our health, and three was my garden. And number four, I would definitely say is knowledge. Like, I'm so grateful to have access to so much information. I'm grateful to be able to be a constant learner and to be able to share that information with other people. And number five, most of all, I am grateful for you. I'm grateful that you tune in for whatever reason. Maybe because you like to laugh at me, or maybe you like to laugh with me. And hopefully you get something out of the gardening tips and some of the hacks that I share over time. But I'm abundantly grateful to have you around and to be able to share everything that I get to share with you. Obviously all the squashes got cleared out of the bags. So now we've got some sweet peas growing, and I'm gonna come over and fill in the bags with some kale because I know that kale will grow over here in some limited light. I really should probably thin out some of this calendula, but you know what, I'm a rebel. There's a pretty cosmos coming in there, some nasturtia, and this looks like maybe some bachelor's button. And my little bags kind of keep getting neglected, so if you're neglecting your garlic and onions, then that might be why they're slow mowing. But I do have one garlic coming in here and one onion over here. I haven't talked much about this dragon fruit that I've got going, but I will soon because I'm going to transplant it. My broccolis are looking happy and awesome. I need to take another cutting off of the spinach, and you know, now is the time of the year that when you start to see little holes, you gotta come over and make sure you don't have any little critters crawling, because even though we're past the tomato hornworm time, we're not past the time that the little white cabbage moth likes to come and lay her business. This crazy tomatia It's got tomatillas all over it, and the bees are all over it every single day. I'll show you more of that in just a minute. This green bean plant we're so thrilled with it. We got a good heavy handful of green beans off of it last week, and you can see along here, this is the best success I've ever had with growing green beans. And so I definitely will try and grow them more when it's a little bit cooler. Definitely put a heavy game in at the beginning of like the summer season. You can see this tomatillo is just so thick. And I did pick a big cucumber off of this plant right here, so it's kind of staying nestled up with the tomatillo. You can see it goes all the way up there, and I picked like a 7-8 inch cucumber off of it. It was the best cucumber I've had in a long time. I do have like 1 or 2 carrots down here surviving, and a little bit of celery, so I need to get some more stuff going in here. And even with the low temperatures, oh, look at that, there's a good sized cucumber there. So I kind of keep letting this one go on. It hasn't gotten aphids. It doesn't necessarily like the cold weather. That's what this is. Look, there's another cucumber in there. But it keeps making cucumbers, and so we're gonna keep eating them, because those cucumbers that I picked last week it's like the best, sweetest, nicest cucumber I've had in forever. So a little bit more close up for you on all these, just tomatillas everywhere. It's almost like she could benefit from maybe a fertilizer, but everybody says that, you know, these are like weeds, to just let them go. Look, there's a little zucchini coming along in there, and there's some bee butt action in there, and I don't really see any females right now, but happy garden. My lavender is loving life right now. I definitely need to propagate some of her. She smells fabulous. This cucumber hasn't really done anything. I'm gonna grab these weeds out of here real quick. And my mint's doing okay. I really don't know if I've got room to squeeze in one more thing to have for Thanksgiving, but these collard greens are ready to go. And I got lots of little peas that need to get up on the trellis instead of just falling all around. But yeah, so there's a celery over there and a broccoli right there. But all this pak choy is really happy and ready to go too. So I figure after Thanksgiving we'll have a lot of ham left over. We do a lot of ham recipes after that. So what I'll probably do is cook these greens with that, and then we do egg roll in a bowl very often, at least probably like every other week. So I think that's what I'm going to use the pak choy for, and then we'll probably just grow a bunch more. Over here I've got plenty of happy chard going on. I had a recipe for that stuff. I need to come over here and do some serious trimming with, well, look at that happy little thing right there. It's gonna make peace soon. So this peach, since she got replanted, she's just like, well, I'm gonna love on you even more. So even though she should be kind of falling out of season, she's like, I'm still going. More and more flowers over here, and you can see the sweet potatoes trailing all this way. I never have gotten it to flower yet. I kind of want to go into, like, say maybe a spot like this and go dig down. But otherwise, a part of me kind of just thinks about trimming these back and letting them continue to go. This wild Texas cherry over here has got lots of cherries on it, but they're not really turning red yet. I see, now I thought this was a serrano, because one of my lady commenters said that what I thought was a jalapeno was a serrano, but I thought these were serranos. Really and truly, I thought these were going to be poblanos, but this is as big as they get. So if anybody can help me with my mixed up peppers, I would love you for that. I still need to come and fill this bed in with some herbs, some cilantro, some dill. Celery is still doing okay. These okra just won't stop. I picked a whole shirt full the other day, which equated to like half a gallon bag. So I guess with the warmer temperatures, we're just going to kind of keep letting her do what she does. And I guess every now and then my husband's been taking some dead branches off, which causes new branches to come on. So a couple of these, like this one, we're letting go to seed, but otherwise it looks like we need to come out here and pick again. Now, we have chatted, I don't know, but I've talked to you in a couple of videos about seed saving and seed swaps. And so out of about 2 different videos and the body of comments, we found that there was a pretty good group of you that were interested in doing a seed swap. So what I did is I created a little private group for us over on Facebook, and it's attached to my regular all-purpose mom page. And I'm not very active on that page, but I think getting active with you guys in our group will help me be a little bit more active on that page. I'm gonna put a link down below. There's some simple and kind of silly questions that let me know that you're not just some crazy person, that you're actually a person that cares a little bit about gardening. But otherwise, it's a private group so that it creates a place for us to organize our seed swap. Definitely want to let everybody get through the holidays and then start getting everybody organized in January to hopefully be able to execute that exchange in February. So another thing is I'm really excited to have a place where you can share things with me, because I know there's times that down in the comments you've asked, you know, where can I email you? Where can I send you a picture of my garden to show you something or to ask you something? And I would love to see how your garden is growing, and I'd love for this page to be a place that we can be kind, and where we can share our gardens and create a place where we can swap seeds, swap plants when we have extra plants, and continue to grow this community of food growers here in the valley. So remember to look down below, and I'm gonna try and go back to some of those previous videos and put the link down there in the comments to the people that said they were interested. But you've got plenty of time, so if you see this next week or the next week, you're still gonna have plenty of time to join up with our local seed swap here. So I hope you get a chance to get over there and join us. And ultimately, I also hope that in spite of things being really different this year, I hope that you can see all the little things in life that there's worth being grateful for, and that there's worth being thankful for. And I hope that you get to celebrate Thanksgiving in a way that helps you remember that. And it might not look the way that it's looked in the past, but just remember, this is an opportunity for us to grow a lot, and that's what we like doing, right? Growing garden. Well, anyway, I hope you have an awesome Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to chatting with you next time or anytime you've got a chance, and I hope you have the best day ever.